Welcome to this guided meditation with Mindful Sparks. Now, before we get into this meditation, please can you pause the video in a moment and go get yourself something to write with, pen and pencil and some paper for after this meditation. So pause now and press play when you are ready to go. So for this meditation, we are going to be looking at and reflecting on ways that we tend to respond to challenging situations and seeing if we can move from a more reactive state to a more responsive state. So one where we're making decisions from a calmer, grounded, more intentional place rather than a knee-jerk reaction, a habitual pattern of behavior that maybe doesn't help us in that situation. So as always, find a comfortable position for this meditation. That might be sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor. However you are sitting, just take a moment to get any last wriggles out, any stretches, any last little bit of movement to get your body comfortable and settled. Thinking about your posture, making sure we have a nice lifted chest, lifted spine, shoulders are stacked over the hips. Our chin is not jutting forward. We've pulled our chin back to keep our neck and spine all in one line. You can rest your hands in your lap or on your legs, however's comfortable for you. And then when you're ready, closing down the eyes or softening the gaze into kind of middle distance in front of you. So just take a moment to sit here, moving from the day, transitioning from the day to stillness and quietness. Maybe taking a few deep breaths, a few deep sighs. Relax the body. And then let your breath flow naturally, finding its own gentle rhythm. And try and keep your attention, your focus on the air moving in and out of the body. Noticing if your breath is long or short, is deep or shallow, is loud or quiet. No right way or wrong way to be breathing right now, simply noticing how it is to sit in your body and breathe. Now your mind might wander, it might be jumping around. That's totally normal, no problem. Anytime you notice that, just bring it back to the breath. Bring your attention, your awareness back to the air moving in and out of your body. And for today's meditation, I'd like you to bring to your attention a challenge you experienced today. Nothing major, nothing very emotionally impactful. A small niggle, a small challenge, and a small eye roll moment from the day. And I'd like you to revisit this moment, trying to keep as an objective point of view as possible. So noticing where you were, who else was there, what time of day it was, what they were wearing, what you were wearing, what you could see, what you could hear, smell, touch, or taste. And try and reflect on this small challenge one step at a time. This person did this person said that, this happened. Trying to keep it as objective as possible. And now take your attention back to your breath. And notice if your breath has changed. Maybe your breath has gotten a little bit shorter or shallower, maybe a bit louder. Maybe you can feel a bit of tension in your body. Perfectly okay when noticing what our responses are to challenging situations. So take your attention now back to your breath. Take some intentional, long, deep breaths. Begin to relax our body, relax our nervous system. And now we're going to revisit that challenging moment. And this time, take your attention and your awareness to your thoughts that are coming up that surround this challenging experience you had today. Where do your thoughts go? Are they about the person or people involved? Are they more focused on you? Are they making assumptions? Are they asking questions? Again, there's no right or wrong way to experience this. We are beginning to practice how we respond to challenging situations. You might notice that you only have one or two reoccurring thoughts, or you might notice you have lots of very disjointed thoughts. Both are very valid experiences. Maybe you have neither, you have a completely different one. That's totally okay as well. Again, bring your attention back to your breath. Has your breath changed? If it has, take some intentional, deep, meaningful breaths. Come back to a nice, regular, slow rhythm. And if it hasn't, just maintain this calm, gentle breathing pattern that you have. And now take your attention back to the challenging experience you've had. And this time, notice what emotions come up for you. Is it one main emotion? Is it a few? Are they changing? Are they loud? Are they quiet? Again, there's no right or wrong way to experience this. Just noticing what happens in our internal landscape when we are in a challenging situation. And again, once you've noticed the emotions that come up, take your attention back to your breath. What do you notice? Has it changed? How has it changed? If it has, take those intentional deep breaths again to get us back to a nice, grounded, calm position. And if it hasn't, just keep that regular, calm breath flowing. And for one last time, bring your attention back to the challenge you experienced today. And this time, take your awareness to your body. How's your body responding to this? Is there tension or tightness? Are you frowning? Are you feeling like anxious or tension in your stomach maybe? And again, notice, has your breath changed? If it has, you know what to do, taking those intentional deep breaths. And if it hasn't, continue in that nice, gentle rhythm of breath. And keep your attention on your breath for a while now. We'll sit in silence together. And anytime your mind wanders, which it's going to do, no problem, come back to the air moving in and out of your body. And now, as we bring this meditation to a close, slowly bring some movement back to your fingers, your toes. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. Taking a big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Last one, biggest breath of the day. And in your own time, in your own way, slowly bringing some movement back to the body, opening the eyes. And then for this one, what I would recommend now, while you're still very fresh in the moment, picking up your pen and pencil and writing down everything you observed. Your thoughts, where did your thought patterns go? Your thought train? Did any questions come up? Who were your thoughts about? Were they very intensive, intrusive thoughts, or were they just small, niggly questions? Same with your emotions. How big were they related to this challenge? How intense? Did they change a lot? Were they linked with your thoughts? And then finally, writing down everything you noticed in your body. Tension or anxiety or a wanting to move, maybe a physical discomfort. And again, can you trace that back to maybe the emotions you experienced or the thoughts that you had? And then this is where you can begin to kind of see patterns of behavior. I've noticed that in these similar situations, I tend to react this way. I tend to blame the other person immediately. I let my assumptions get the better of me. I tend to shut down when I'm frustrated, for example. And once you can identify these habitual patterns of behavior, this is where we can start beginning to make change. If I know that I shut down when I'm frustrated, maybe I can find a way to communicate to somebody, I'm frustrated now, please can we have this conversation tomorrow? To give yourself time to relax and recenter. If you know that you get impatient, maybe saying, just give me 5 minutes, go and take some deep breaths, calm down and come back to a conversation. So this is your chance to explore and practice different strategies that you think you could stick to, that work for you, and can help you stay in a more calm and grounded place when you are experiencing a challenge or conflict. Happy practicing, and I look forward to our next meditation together.